Today on Suncoast View, revenge porn problems. What happens when inappropriate pics go out on social media and there's 7 million followers?
We're celebrating Linda's 79th birthday, and there's no better treat than a spa treatment. And we found some summer specials Linda and everyone else can enjoy.
And I'm celebrating a trip to Ireland. Today, a travel professional tells us about the scenic country and what to expect if you visit. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to our good friend and beauty expert, Mickey Williams.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be back. It's been so long, and I'm here on your birthday.
I'm so glad you're here. I always figure I must look just like you because they say birds of a feather flock together. So you guys all make me feel really good.
Yeah, you're just like me.
Inside out.
I am. That's what I think.
I'm the one trying to look more like you. That's why I sit in the sun.
Hey, I'll swap any day.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are crazy. So we are celebrating Linda's birthday a little early because Linda will be traveling next week. But Mickey being in town is a great reason to celebrate as well.
Yes.
You have not been here in a while, but we have known what you're up to thanks to social media. And we love the fact that you will post yourself at the oddest moments. Tell us what you're doing.
I had Halo. We've talked about it on the show several times. This laser, and it does the top and the bottom portion of your skin. So they just applied the numbing cream on me, and I tell you, this is the most hysterical thing. They called me the night before. I was just going to go to the event and just watch because they're doing it on hands now. They're like, do you want to get your face done? And I was flying and I was like, of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
Your face looks amazing.
Isn't it
your
great?
skin looks great.
It's
Oh, you look
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was incredible. About 5 days, I just had a little peeling, redness for about a day, exactly what they said it was going to be. I didn't feel a thing. I mean, the numbing cream worked. It was really amazing.
So what does it do?
I probably wouldn't say you could work the next day. You're a little bit red. It basically works. It will take care of the top portion of your skin, so it makes your skin regenerate. So it heats up that portion. That's why you get so red. But it also shoots down. It's a dual phase laser, so it shoots down to the bottom region too. So for the next couple of weeks, my skin will just keep getting tighter and better and better. And it was just, I tell you, I felt nothing, especially after the numbing cream. So
10
I was
years
taking
off
pictures.
your life.
That's right.
Oh, baby,
Wow.
thank you.
I'll have 2, please.
The thing too is I could do it in summertime, which you never can do. So but you still have to wear SPF and everything. But I'm really impressed with it.
And then you got to play mom for a week as well. Your niece came to visit you.
Boo Boo Cakes, yes. This was actually really great. This was Boo Boo's first flight alone.
How old is
Delta
she?
really took great care of her. She's 10. It's her first trip solo to New York City to hang out with her Aunt Pooh, and she got diverted.
Oh, jeez.
I thought my sister was going to kill me. She basically conned some family because Boo Boo works that way. She didn't con him, but she told them the story. She was traveling alone. They bought her sliders.
Oh, that's
she
great.
totally rolled in a couple of hours later, but she's like, I said, are you okay? Was that fun, exciting? She goes, well, I've been to Virginia. I can knock that off the bucket list. I was like, oh, okay.
You know what? Nothing better than flexibility as a child. Well, we're glad you're back with us, and we've got lots of great celebrating to do today. We also have a familiar face in the kitchen. We welcome back Chef Scott from Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. What are we making today, Chef?
Today I'm going to show you what you can do with your leftovers.
Oh.
And I always have those.
Okay, that's good to know. That is something I did not expect you to be saying, so we look forward to that. We'd have to cook first, though, to actually have leftovers.
Go there and get there.
So large, you'll have plenty at home, I promise.
Yeah, I'll take mine in a bag to go, please.
That sounds like a good thing. We'll be doing that. Well, we are so looking forward to celebrating with Linda, and I know Linda is expecting that we're going to probably talk about the goat. Not sure what that was.
Oh, you know what? When that happened last year on my birthday, 2 great-looking young men, about 25, without their shirts on, came walking
Well,
in.
maybe there's content coming out.
Where are my young men?
No, sorry, it's just your daughter.
You're not a
My
guy.
daughter.
Kathy,
Where are my young men?
Are you disappointed that she's not happy to see you?
I am glad to see you. I just don't get young men often at my age.
No, but you know, I know that you're super excited to be here for your birthday, but I also know that you miss your best friends, so I brought this for you.
My best friends are in this box.
They're very small.
They're little people.
Rats. No, nothing jumped out. You know I'm not very technical.
All you have
Which
to do
way is up?
Just push play.
Push play. Where's play?
All right, point it out
Just
there.
point it.
Point it
And
out
push.
there
Just push
and
that.
push play.
Okay. No.
Happy birthday, Linda. My Yaya sister. Friends for over 50 years. Can you believe it? And we're still going strong. We're going to be together in September at our reunion, and we'll have a big party to celebrate all of our birthdays together. Happy birthday, and I love you.
Birthday greetings from California to my Yaya sister Linda. You are the best.
Every detail of my life and secrets, Linda knows. And of course, I know all of hers. In fact, she's almost like my sister. Linda, I love you dearly. I couldn't imagine living in this world without you.
We've been together since 1960, long before you were born. We've been through marriages, divorces, children, grandchildren, everything, and we're still best friends. I'm so glad they didn't tell my secrets. You are too. You'd be so embarrassed.
We're saving that for 80, I promise. All right, well, we are going to celebrate. This is always dangerous in a studio. All right, I've gotten good at this over the years.
Yes,
I have
you're
gotten
getting
better
better.
at
I'll
that.
put
Linda's
up
first.
Oh, yes, I will let you take care of
thank
that,
you.
actually.
That
because-
is one
You're
heck
good
of a
at that. Poor
champagne.
Mom.
Yeah, fill her up.
I'm going to take this magic thing home with me and just push the button.
Well, Kathy said she's going to hang out and talk with us a little bit for our hot topics today. And I'm glad you're here because we might need some legal help with this one. Linda, our first hot topic is something you can be glad you did not have to deal with growing up. Revenge porn. Seriously, 38 states now have laws against this, including Florida. And it sounds funny until it happens to you. The latest public embarrassment, Rob Kardashian and his ex-fiancée, Blac Chyna. She is considering taking legal action after Kardashian posted explicit photos of her all over social media. California, where the couple resides, has strict laws regarding non-consensual pornography. Lawyers say it is unprecedented for somebody with such a vast social media reach to use the influence to disseminate nude photos. Kardashian has 7 million followers.
Oh.
That's
Will
a
he
lot.
go to jail, Kathy?
Oh, well, she's raising her hand.
Go to jail.
Nikki, you got a comment in there? Or you...
I hope it's what I'm thinking.
And you're going to go to the
We
bathroom?
all know how Kim Kardashian got her fame.
Exactly.
I mean, let's be honest.
Are we serious?
And that was no staged. I mean, that was not. She totally knew what she was doing. Let's be honest. I mean, that was part of it. And then they basically hired Paris Hilton to parade around with her in Australia. Like, it's basically, this is all for attention. So.
I was going to say that. Not just Kim Kardashian, but anyone who follows the history of this Blac Chyna chick.
Oh, Lord.
She walks around naked anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, so nothing that was shown is anything that
Right.
hadn't been seen.
She liked the photo. And
Yeah.
that's going to be a big
I was gonna
problem.
say, in
to
court
show
that
any
may-
distress. She liked the photo.
She put hit like
Yeah, she didn't like when she saw herself naked.
on her Facebook page.
And now she's all distressed because, like that, some people, and I hate to say this, sometimes women take it to another level to showcase their bodies, and she's definitely one of those people that walk around completely naked. There are pictures of her, her butt, her breasts, all over.
But listen, if that's what she wants to do, it's fine. But if somebody else reposts it or you have it out there, then you have to be willing
Yeah.
to say, hey,
But
I
that's
put
my
it out
point.
there.
How are you going
So,
to get
yeah.
mad if you do this on a regular basis?
Although
Well, though it's a
Kardashian
different thing.
is kind of a psychopath.
Yeah. My first husband, 40 years after we were divorced, 40 years after we were divorced, called me and said, would you like to get married again? And I said, no. And he said, okay, I'm going to call all your friends and say bad things about you. Now, if there'd been any video,
Yes,
we
I
would
was
have put
just
it
going
out
to say,
there.
imagine if you had naked pictures that he had.
Unfortunately, they didn't have cameras in my days.
Can we just discuss how immature and how old was this man? I'm going to go call all your friends and say.
72.
This guy, I mean,
And all my friends
seriously.
already knew everything about that marriage if they could remember that far back.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I remember you. Yeah.
But he would have totally done that, so I can see how that could be really bad.
It's much easier to, to have charges and that kind of thing, liability, when it comes to the average Joe.
Person,
I'm the average
When
Joe.
A celebrity, it's very hard to prove
Yeah.
this.
Well, and it does happen to the innocent, although, and I'm going to sound like a bad person saying this, but once you have taken those type of pictures, you have to expect they could show up anywhere. You know, I mean, as a parent now, kids snap those things thinking they're funny and sending them all over the place.
Thinking they're sexy or not, because when it ends up on the internet,
it's
something
going to.
like this.
My general rule in my house is if you take a picture of any kind, you have to expect that it will end up on the internet. Linda, your mother told you
My
that.
mother said, anything you do, expect it to be on the front page of the paper. Don't take a picture you don't want on the front page of the paper. So I've taken a lot I wanted on there that didn't make it.
All right, well, speaking of bodies, ESPN's Body Issue hits the stands today. It is the 8th year the sports magazine examines athletic bodies. The athletes strip down for photos, and then they open up about why they are proud of their bodies. Now, their parts are strategically covered, and since this is a family show, we covered them a little bit more. But I got to tell you, when you read the backstories about the athletes and their insecurities, I mean, I look at some of these bodies like Carolina, the tennis player, and I'm like, oh, I mean, she looks just like a perfect model. But she says, my thighs are big because I play tennis, and my arms are uneven because I hit right-handed. And, you know, they have the same insecurities we do.
I went to the ESPYs one year, and it was so beautiful because when you walked in, it was all of these photos, like just giant, and they were just there, and you could see every little chisel and cut, and it was just such an amazing, the athlete's body is just such a, I mean, it's just superhuman. I love that they do that because it is. It's like we look at them as such incredible kind of like superhumans, but nothing's perfect. Like you see a lot of it. You see a lot of scars. You see a lot of everything.
They
I
look
love
perfect
them.
to me.
I think it's therapy for a lot of people, because sometimes just everybody has things about their body that when they see it, they see something else.
Yeah,
You know, I'm looking at you and I'm like, oh, you look perfect. And you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I look fat.
Yeah.
And I think this just lets you understand that it isn't just us. It's even the superstars that really work on their muscle tone and, you know,
And I'm
try
sure
to do
that
that
few of
job.
them are like, I look great, you know?
It's not about sex. For once, the
Yeah.
naked body in that way is not about sex. It is about athleticism.
Did you
and
see them?
I was going to say, okay, that's some of those pictures.
Maybe we thought about sex. We won't admit that.
Maybe that wasn't the intent,
You're right,
but
And
you
the
have people
football
with
players we
minds.
knew, they thought they looked pretty good.
Probably selling some magazines, I'm thinking. Now, well, speaking of more naked, fashionista Celine Dion's latest Vogue spread is missing something. Clothes. Shots of 49-year-old Dion are all over Vogue's Instagram account. It was meant to talk about her couture clothing, but it included one nude. Celine has been photographed lately in all types of custom designer looks that are made specifically for her show. No word on why she did do some of the posing without clothes.
They didn't look nude. You
was
can't
that the
see
nude?
anything.
The nude was the first one where she was sitting on a
But
chair.
she doesn't have to
can't
do that.
see
I don't think she
anything.
should have done
I
it.
totally agree
But
with
you
you,
can't
Linda.
see anything.
It's not that you could see it. What's the point?
But
Yeah.
if she wanted to, she can do that because she's Celine.
I don't like that at all. I think she's a great lady. She's very sophisticated.
I thought it cheapened her.
I think
that
she's
didn't-
doing it for media exposure. It's like, that's
doesn't
what's
need
hot.
media
That's what
exposure.
she's
When was the
probably.
last time we talked about her?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, one of our producers said that this morning. It's the first thing that's made her relevant in a decade, you know? And
So
Being
I think
naked,
that's what
that's
it's
horrible.
about.
Yeah,
I think that's
no,
exactly
I
what it's
agree.
about.
But you couldn't even see anything.
Well, she
So
did it
she
tastefully, but she's
she
still
probably-
naked.
She
Yeah.
probably actually has clothes on.
Yeah,
You
it's
couldn't
like
see
naked.
anything.
Oh, I
It's
see
not
what you
real
mean.
naked.
She may be wearing like a bra or underwear.
She just wanted to
Yeah.
talk. Could be. Linda, why are all these stories naked on your birthday? Have you
I don't
noticed
know
that?
because I have no intention of getting that.
Because she's going to Ireland naked.
I take a bath with all my clothes on now.
Well, Kathy, this one's going to offend you, I think, because I know Linda has the way of doing
that
that.
happens quite often.
Speaking
Like, I
of
knew I didn't
naked
agree with
news, this time it's about your grandma, or in Kathy's case, her mom. She's getting naked. I know it's a creepy thought, but researchers say it is a myth that people lose interest in sex as they age. Often people that are older have more than one partner, and they have an alarmingly low rate of contraceptive use. Also, physical attraction still exists and deepens as we age.
I don't know why this is so disgusting to you guys.
I don't
You should
either.
ask the yes.
I'm not grossed out by the old people. I'm just grossed out by my mother.
How do you think you got here?
Nobody wants to hear that about their mother.
Well, I can tell you absolutely that it's no different than it was when you were 25. Okay, we don't make out in the back seat anymore. We can afford hotels, but the attraction is still the same. You still have the same feelings.
In some ways, I could see it might be better because as we mature as people, we're less hopefully hung up on some of the things you can't do anything about.
You know where to turn the lights out, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get pregnant, so there's that.
Well, but it's a little bit of a problem, though, because people don't use any sort of protection, and the rate of disease in older people and
I've increased.
it is really high.
Like that
so.
Villages
so
statistic that
joked
everybody
Well,
about
my
that
friends are
story.
not having any problem with this, I'll have to tell you.
Okay.
But you know, don't listen. My old boyfriend came back after 50 years. We hadn't seen each other in 50 years. The attraction was the same. It was exactly the same as it was when we were 20.
She hopped right back in bed with him, Kathy. That's what she's telling you.
I'm mortified also. This is not even my fault.
This is why I provide champagne. That way everybody can get through this.
I wouldn't believe that it doesn't change and that it gets better. I really do. I'm so happy because God forbid that you only have this little limited time, because that's a really important part of your life. Let's be honest. Like
Sex?
Yes. I mean, think about how much happier you are after you have it. You know, like you need to let off. So I think that's awesome. I would be so upset if I thought like we just had this like
it went
certain amount of
away.
time.
Life
cut
is
off.
not over when
Linda,
you pass
I love
50.
your birthday celebration.
Yeah.
Let it all
It
out.
should make you
I
think
know
that
what to
getting
get
older
Linda
is
for-
not a bad thing. It just gets more and more fun.
I know what to get Linda for her birthday.
I don't want to. Now we're going to commercial.
No.
All right. Joey says wrap. He's starting to blush. We are going to check out our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, we're going to get Linda ready for her birthday travel. Stay with us.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. Things looking good right now out here at Lakewood Ranch. Music on Main. Things are going well. There was a shower well to the east of us here. That has since moved on. No lightning around here. It looks to be pretty good through this evening. We'll have much more on that coming up a little bit later. But as far as the maps go, you can see typically we have a planner tonight calling for partly cloudy skies. And it looks like temperatures staying fairly warm. Radar and satellite imagery showing the southeast to south wind flow right now, with most of the heavy activity down to our south. We'll also take a look at the tropics coming up at 5. We have the system, tropical depression number 4, not much to it. In fact, it's expected to be kind of wash out over the next 24 hours as it heads to the west, so not a big concern there as far as that goes. But rain chances this evening at about 30%. More so inland. Temperatures currently into the upper 80s to low 90s with a feels-like temperature into the low 100s. More coming up at 5. See you then.
We're celebrating Linda's birthday a few days early because she'll spend her actual birthday overseas on a trip to Ireland. And here to help her get ready for her travels is Alexis Lehman from Admiral Travels. All right, welcome, Alexis. All right, so Linda's going to Ireland. What is it like there in the summer?
So in Florida, obviously, our concept of summer is quite warm. Ireland, it's not exactly the same. It's going to be kind of in the mid-60s. You can have multiple seasons in one day.
I freeze to death here when it's in the 60s.
So summer for them is cold.
You can take me, I'll keep you warm.
Our idea of cold is a little bit different than everywhere else's idea of cold. It can be very long days because the sun is going to be out until 11 o'clock at night.
No.
I love but not necessarily hot. Not our version of hot, anyways.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to take. I only have Florida clothes.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
exactly. What should she be packing?
layers, lots and lots of layers. You could be very warm at some points. You're going to be outside a lot. Obviously, a big draw to Ireland is the natural scenery. So you're going to be walking around. You may get a bit warm. It could rain.
But Linda,
So I would recommend
the
rainproof.
last time you went on a trip to Africa, you didn't pack appropriate. You were like dressed to the nines everywhere you went.
Yes, I wanted to look good for my pictures.
So what are you
I
gonna
had to go through all my clothes and say I wore this in the last picture in Africa, so I can't take it to Ireland and make the same pictures.
Oh,
Well, that's just fine as well. There's obviously a great history of aristocracy there, so if you wanted to dress up and be extravagant, I don't think anyone would bat
I
an
do
eye.
have relatives, ancestors from Ireland and from England, and I guess they didn't always get along. I don't know how mine got together, but here we are.
That's really
now, that's how
interesting.
we should dress. That's you.
Yes,
you
that's
went
me. So
there.
you can see I have a scarf on there. This is in April, and it actually snowed. Now, that was
my
very
goodness.
unusual for it to snow, but it was cold. For a Florida girl, it was
Oh, I only
extra
have sandals.
cold. I
that
was,
is beautiful.
I
What
was
is this?
chilly, yeah. So lots and lots of castles in Ireland. That's obviously a huge draw.
Oh, yes.
You can pretty much go around every corner and see a castle there. That's Ashford Castle, the property there. tons of incredible 5-star properties there. They have really incredible hospitality, very warm and friendly
So we're
people.
seeing some of these locations. Are they must-see spots, or are there other places we definitely want to send them to?
Obviously a big draw, like I said, is the natural scenery, but the Cliffs of Moher was one of my favorite spots because it's so dramatic.
Is that it? Is that what I'll see?
Huge cliffs,
Wow.
shutting out from the ocean. Absolutely beautiful. The day that we were there, it was so windy. You had to stay really far away from the edge because you don't want to get blown off, ideally. But it is really, really spectacular to see these just crazy landscapes.
Wow.
It's really
That looks
stunning.
beautiful.
It is really beautiful.
That's one thing that happens as you get older. I do want to see this world before my time is over, so I'm desperate to go to Ireland now.
It's a great place to go. It's an easy place to travel through. The people are friendly. The food is very good.
Speaking of food, there is a lot of jokes about Irish food and what it's really like. So, you know, is it what the...
Is it all potatoes?
Yeah. I was trying to find a nice way to say it.
That's kind of a funny common misconception and something that I was really surprised by. They've had a big sort of food revolution where everything is about the, you know, food farm to table, very fresh local ingredients. They have vast expanses of green pastures there, so you'll see a lot of lamb. They mostly grow their own gardens, so a lot of the high-end restaurants will have their own garden that they get all of their supplies from, so everything is very fresh, very bright, really innovative culinary scene, so it's fantastic.
This photo we're looking at, what is that?
That I believe is a fish dish, a local fish. Salmon is very popular there, which is one of my favorites. So I believe that was a salmon dish with some sort of a Bernier sauce on there.
That looks amazing.
Absolutely fantastic food. And one of the best things there is the Irish soda bread. Have you heard of the Irish
I have
soda
not,
bread?
no.
So it's they make it in brown and white varietal, but it is light, fluffy, delicious bread. And they have all their fresh butter there that's made right in Ireland. I mean, you could get full on bread alone.
Oh,
really? You could just
This trip sounds amazing.
It does. I'm going with my daughter-in-law and my 8-year-old granddaughter, so it's going to be such fun.
That'll be really special.
And me.
She's going to do the wardrobe and the hair.
Yes,
right,
that's important to have too.
Well, thank you so much, Alexis. And now, if you guys are planning a trip and need help, you always can go to Admiral Travel. They have a website, and they can give you all of your travel needs. And next, the birthday surprises continue. Linda, we have another message from friends, and this you might know these ones.
Okay, we rehearsed this all through the noon show. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. Bravo, nice job. Happy birthday, Linda. We love you. Many, many more. Yeah.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089. My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffy Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
It's a big week at McCurdy's Comedy Theater this week. The World Series of Comedy is in town. That means a lot of comics are all competing for a trip to Las Vegas for the main event. And the producer and, of course, the comedian himself, Joe Lors, is here to tell us all about it. Joe, we've got a lot of comics in town on the way to Las Vegas, hopefully.
Yeah, there's about 80 or about 100 and some that could registered for the festival here, and only 40 of them get to perform. We've already done 16 of them on Wednesday, 9 last night. There'll be 9 in the first 2 shows tonight. They all compete till they get to the finals, and then they get to go to Las Vegas where they compete against 101 other comedians.
Wow. So it's a big deal to win in Las Vegas.
Well, they're competing for 50 weeks of work.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's how stupid comedians are.
And the funny thing is, my friend Cindy, who was just on, is one of the national judges.
Yeah, she's great.
Be nice to Cindy.
Oh, she's nuts.
She's tough.
She comes out there, and I don't want to say she's old, because that's...
No, she's my age.
Correct. So I can't say that right now because I'll get in trouble. But she keeps up with everybody. She's there all night. She's a nut. She played poker last year in our World Series, and she had no idea what she was doing, and it was so
She
funny.
told me she brought home a lot of money. Who says she didn't know what she was doing? Well, do you know what you're doing when you're keeping score on these guys?
No.
Are you keeping score?
Yeah, we judge them, and judging comedy's rough, but we do it. We sit there, we judge them on stage presence, originality overall. We watch the shows. Myself, at this club, it's me, Les, and then somebody else is judging with us, and then at the end of the night, and the audience also gets to vote.
Okay, I like
that. Their vote doesn't really count.
What is the main thing people do wrong to lose this competition?
They might be too dirty, or they...
They say the F word or something like that?
Yeah, I'm really dirty in my show, but when you're competing to be an opening act for like a headliner, you have to keep it a little bit cleaner and stuff like that. So, and their material just might not be that good. So sometimes they just get nervous and screw up. And
can you give us an example of material?
Tell us what you'd do.
He's
if
like,
you were
I know.
competing. What would you do?
Myself, I probably wouldn't even advance because I mess around with the audience too much. I joke with
Hang out with us. We'll give them plenty of material.
I joke with the audience too much. I mess with them too much, so I probably wouldn't even advance. Les was talking to me that said everything that comes up in this here, and you guys, every time you talk about sex or anything like that, that you've done it like 4 times.
Been there and done that?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Les is so wrong.
has anybody
Les is
on the
so
panel had sex with a comedian?
I'm trying to think of the lines.
Yeah.
I think that's a proposition.
I have to go way back for that, Joe.
Yeah. All right. I'm here. Happy birthday.
Look what I got for my birthday, Joe Lawrence. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Be sure you go and see what the rest of that joke is. I may be there.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
now.
you're coming.
It's going to be at McCurdy's this weekend. Go to McCurdy'scomedy.com for more information. And coming up next, we are going to see. Oh, I hope that's another one of my birthday presents. Joe, you're great, but look at that over there.
Wait, there's a bed for you, Joe.
Yeah. Let's get this
that
done.
looks like a massage. Wow. Well,
credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Your pre-approved approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Thanks to all of you who participated in ABC7's contest with a chance to win 4 Florida resident Disney Platinum Passes plus a 4-night stay at a Walt Disney World Resort Hotel.
So now it is time for our grand prize winner announcement.
Congratulations, Larry Phillips of Sarasota. Larry, his wife Carol, and their kids Bradley and Anna won a year of magic at Walt Disney World, where dreams come true. Congratulations from ABC7.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check in with Chef Scott from Ruth's Chris. I understand you have a wine dinner to tell us about.
Yes, we do. We're actually showcasing the Newton wines from Napa Valley. Our sommelier, Phil, and I sat back for about a week or so trying to perfectly pair these wines with food. And it's coming up, I believe, the first week of August.
All right, rough job there, Chef Scott, pairing wine. We feel real bad for you.
Yeah.
We will join you in the kitchen to sample the wines and talk about what to do with leftovers in just a little bit. Bobette, are you all right down there?
I'm pretty good, actually.
Are you naked?
I am not naked. Well, we thought Linda might enjoy a spa treatment as part of her birthday celebration. I certainly am enjoying it. But there are certainly great, many great options here on the Suncoast, and one of my favorites is the spa at the Ritz-Carlton. And here to tell us about some of their new relaxation treatments is Ritz-Carlton Spa Director, Jenna Laramie. All right, Jenna, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying this.
Something is not right here. I just want to point that out.
I love Linda's hair.
Oh, you guys would have loved this. It feels so good.
Whatever. Well, it's your birthday, but Beth.
Linda told me I could get a spa treatment too.
I'm not taking off my top till I get in that spa room over at the Ritz.
Well, tell us
Yes,
what
what am I
Bobette is enjoying.
So, Bobeth, you are enjoying a sample of our lemongrass bamboo massage.
And I'll go down so I can really enjoy
Please do. Please relax. This is one of our signature experience treatments at the Ritz-Carlton, Sarasota. Stephanie is making sure that you're in the best position so that your muscles can kind of take in all of the heat. So the wonderful benefit of a bamboo massage is that the heat from the bamboo really helps to penetrate the muscles.
Is there something specific about bamboo that works, you know, maybe differently than others, or
Than
is
a
it just
stick?
the pressure?
Well, bamboo will maintain the quality or the heat. And the nice thing about the bamboo, as you can see, she has quite a bit of leverage and she can apply a lot of pressure to a wider surface area.
Yeah.
So it's really, really helpful for penetrating the muscles. The bamboo There are different sizes of the bamboo, so you can get into those really tense areas that affect a lot of us, like the neck, the back, the shoulders.
And it kind of reminds me of like an athletic roller, you know what I mean, when we're trying to rehab a muscle.
Yeah.
But Beth, how does the bamboo feel?
It feels really amazing because it's getting right into like the spots that are tense and without any extra pain. It's almost like a soothing pressure.
So it doesn't hurt.
It does not hurt. It just feels kind of really good. It's one of those things that you're like, oh, do it again.
I like that concept because sometimes people's hands feel dig. They hurt almost
Or they
when you're
use their elbow. and
Yeah,
that's
so I like the
pointed,
concept of the
yeah.
bamboo. All right, let's talk to the birthday girl, Linda. What's happening over here with you?
I am in heaven. Anybody who wants to know what do I want for my birthday, this is it. Well, tell me what you're doing. It feels so good.
I'm doing.
Okay,
so
let's
Linda,
have Jennifer explain it for us.
Linda, you're getting a taste of our melon mojito manicure.
Ooh, I like
it's
the name.
actually featured as one of our special summer promotions as part of our chill out menu.
And the melon and the mojito are those scents that are incorporated?
Yes. So we use natural, luxurious products that are good for your skin. So not only do they smell good, but they're really good in terms of hydrating the skin, leaving your skin feeling nice and soft. It's like, you know, just like the lemongrass bamboo, this is a massage for your hand.
Yes, it
and
is.
It's a treatment for your hand, your forearms, and just you leave obviously with your nails being polished and you're ready to go.
Oh, I can just feel that in my muscles because my hands do get tense.
All right,
It
here's
feels so
what I really,
good.
really like, that everybody can jump in on this because you are doing a special chill out summer spa promotion. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So we are offering this wonderful menu of services through August 31st, and all are welcome. So we love having residents and locals from the Sarasota area and beyond.
And tell us about Healing Waters as part of it.
Perfect. Yes. So, although you may be initially interested in having a service, we want you to really make an experience out of it. So we recommend you come early. We have our Healing Waters, which is our lovely relaxation area with a dry sauna, a steam room, and a whirlpool.
Oh.
And so you can really make the most of it. Now, for you, in your case, Linda, we'd have you come early because we really wouldn't want you to spend a lot of time in there after you've had your toes and your nails done. But you can come in early, you can experience that, and spend a lot of time with our team, and walk out with, again, your nails, your hands and your toes feeling pampered and taken care of.
Oh, and I want what the Beth's got too.
A day of relaxation.
Everyone wants.
Look at her.
But Beth, can you wrap this up for us, or are you nearly unconscious?
I'm kind of unconscious, but I guess I'm at work, so I'll wake up. All right, well, you guys, we're looking forward to the rest of this. And anyone else who wants to take advantage of the spa specials at the Ritz-Carlton, there's a promotion, and you can book any time for a special spa treatment by visiting Ritz-Carlton's website.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
I'm Cindy Lou. I'm Susie. I'm Missy. And I'm Betty Jean. And we're the Marvelous Wonderettes. Mr. Sandman.
Experience the best girl group songs from the 50s and 60s live on stage at the Players Center July 12th through the 23rd. Call 941-365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. You'll fall in love with the Marvelous Wonderettes.
I'm so alone.
From our studios on Florida Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Dive crews going after the invasive lionfish. Moat Marine Lab in Sarasota gets ready to host its 4th annual Lionfish Derby and cooking competition, plus making it easier for people to start their own businesses. How Suncoast Congressman Vern Buchanan's new bill would give entrepreneurs big tax breaks. Now let's head over and get a check on our forecast.
Ari and the Alibis. Ari and the Alibis setting up right here at Music on Main and Lakewood Ranch. Things looking pretty good weather-wise. There are some showers building, but radar picture depicting most of the activity well to the east of the interstate, pushing toward the northeast. So things looking good right now, and a good west wind here. The sea breeze has kicked in. Looks as though things are going to be good for the start at least. You know, anything can happen here in Florida in this time of year. More on that coming up at 5. See you then.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
All hands on
on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Linda's birthday celebration continues, and she admits to being a huge fan of Suncoast singer Ken Christopher. Last year, he came on the show to serenade her. Now he's a little farther away, but he still sent a birthday greeting all the way from Tokyo. Let's take a look.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. From your #1 fan to my #1 fan, wishing you the most happy birthday, Linda.
Oh, that brings tears to my eyes. He starred in Les Mis and in Secret Garden at the Manatee Players. He's touring with the West Side Story all over the world right now, but I have him lined up to sing at my funeral.
Oh, gosh.
Linda. He is awesome. He
We're
is
celebrating
awesome.
your birthday.
So y'all be sure to go. Well, it's going to be 30 years from now. So
Okay, as long as that.
You can
We'll
save
make sure
up.
he gets back to town.
We will. Oh, he is so awesome. Thank you, Ken, wherever you are.
Beauty expert Mickey Williams always brings us the very latest innovations in beauty, and today she has new technology in breast implants. Tell us about Ideal Implants.
It's absolutely ideal. Honestly, 10 years ago, there was a Dallas doctor who was dealing with a lot of women coming in with concerns for ruptured silicone. From now, we started out with saline implants, and a lot of women complained. They felt they were jiggly, they felt like they didn't feel natural. Then all of a sudden, we saw the silicone implant come on, and what happened was women were starting to get really, really concerned. Even in the press right now, we're seeing a ton of women who are having their silicone gel implants taken out to put in the Ideal implants because of the safety. This doctor 10 years ago wanted to create a saline implant that would have the look and feel of a gel or a natural breast, but also not have the complications of the ruptures. We're seeing a lot of ruptures happen, and when you see that happen, it can stay in your body for a really, really long time, and there's health aspects that they're finding with it. With Ideal implant, it's saline, so it's safe, it's FDA approved, it's lovely.
But
so
it feels good.
Yeah.
That's
it feels
the
good, and I'm going to let you feel it. How's that?
I've always wanted to. All right,
Okay.
tell us about the different things you brought.
Okay, well, this is just a typical silicone gel implant, okay? And you can see it's very dense, right? It has that kind of heavy weight to it. It has the look and feel. Like if you put this in under your bra, you would feel like this was actually a natural breast, okay? So I'm going to pass this down to you. This was the chosen silicone gel implant that women really, really were gravitated towards.
And that's because it feels and looks the most natural.
You would see with the past salines, you would see that there would be wrinkling, there'd be some crinkling, and you'd also hear the saline. So women went to this because they wanted this kind of silicone gel that had the look of the natural. But then we started seeing this, which is absolutely disturbing.
Oh,
so
my
if there's a
goodness.
rupture, what happens is that is the silicone that's inside, and that is what goes into your body. So this was a really big concern for this doctor because he was seeing a lot of ruptures.
Can I stick my finger on
Absolutely.
So that's the goo that is actually in your implant if you have silicone.
Listen, with silicone, in the past, women were told you have to go for an MRI every 2 years, but the inconvenience of that just didn't happen.
Seriously?
Yes,
To
every
check on
2 years, you're supposed to
scary.
check for ruptures. And, the majority of women just don't do it. So that could be possibly there. So this doctor said, I have to find a natural way to change this. So he created, this is Dr. Hamos's Ideal implant. Now this actually is, what's amazing about this is it's saline and it has 2 chambers. And when they put this in you, it's a very small incision. And then it goes in empty and then they fill it up after. So it's actually a really interesting process to see it done. I'm going to pass this down for you ladies, and I also want you to kind of do a feel test. I'm going to have you feel the silicone as well, compared to the Ideal, and I want you to tell me, Linda, do you feel anything different?
I don't feel any different.
So
no.
it's meant to mimic the naturalness of silicone, yet without having to have silicone in your body.
Exactly, and if something were to happen, you know, or if it did kind of break, it would just be saline going into your body rather than a silicone.
Salt water.
And what's amazing about this is it's the way the doctor created it is actually all of these little multi-chambers, so that's why you have that feel. And if you're going to ask me, I would prefer having something like, I would prefer having saline, which is already naturally produced in my body, than having that.
Right,
I still got it all over my hands.
Yeah, no,
and
you don't want the foreign substance.
Wow.
Here's a great look that you've brought us of the different types and how they react. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Actually, yeah, so you're looking at the kind of the variances of basically, you know, a saline to a silicone, and then on the very end, you're going to see the Ideal implant. And what I want to point out here is just to look at it just from this profile, the natural look of this implant. So you see how in the other ones they're kind of flat, and then you see that it also has a little dimple on the top. Look at the Ideal implant and look at the natural look of it. So he didn't just change the way that saline is going, he's actually changing the shape. And what's amazing about it is when they do place it, it's meant to conform to your natural breast cavity. Jacqueline from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, she's just done a huge article in People about it, how Ideal implants basically changed her because she wanted to downsize. She said after she was
more natural now.
She looks more natural, and also when she was on camera, she said she had these put in, and they just kept getting bigger, and she looks bigger. So a lot of women we're finding are downsizing right now, or they're taking out the old implants and putting in the Ideal. And right now, actually, it's been really great because there's so many doctors that are using this right here in this area.
Which is great. And you know, it's a big thing here in Florida. We all know that. So as, you know,
just talk to your doctor, because this is such a common problem. And to think that it's just something so safe and you're not losing that natural feel just by having saline, it's a wonderful option.
It looks better, too.
All right. For more information, you can go to the Ideal Implant website. And if you search your zip code, then you can check out the practitioners that are in our area. All right, Linda, your celebration continues. We have more tricks up our sleeves. Stay with us.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend.
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Keep up with your investments and market trends by watching the ABC7 Stock Report. Get a recap of all the day's stock market activity. Be sure to watch your Suncoast News at 6 for the ABC7 Stock Report, sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
Welcome back. So we've talked endlessly about Linda's video of getting knocked over by the goat. Don't worry, Linda. Your birthday present is we're sparing you from it today. But you've given us so many other wonderful moments on the show that we wanted to take a look at a few. We all know that Linda covers the best local entertainment and Suncoast scene, but sometimes Linda's the entertainment. Let's check her out with the West Coast Black Theater Kids.
Scary.
We are because they were.
At the West Coast Black Theater, one performance only, Saturday at 2. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Who knew you had such moves?
Oh my goodness, what was I thinking?
That was hysterical. I'm thinking nothing dies in video. That's what I'm thinking. The hair was different, Mickey, don't you think?
Yeah, and Linda, you always look so stunning, and you're one of my favorite people in the world. Do you remember that time we got to put the little headband in? You looked so beautiful. You were like the most...
I'm afraid to see this. I'm
Look
afraid
at
to
you,
see this.
how hot you are. I used one of the Christy Brinkley braid extensions in your hair.
Oh, I want another one, Mickey. I like that.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. I'll pull it right out of my hat. Yeah.
Hair looks so different, though. That was fun.
That was really good. Well, Linda continues to amaze all of us. And one of my favorite moments is when she surprised all of us, the people on the show and the viewers, by staging a stunt outside with circus daredevil Bello Knox.
Oh, I love
Let's take a look.
Bello, are you all right? Are you okay down there? You didn't mess up your hair. Hey, that looked like fun. Okay, I'm 77 years old. I'll never get another chance like this. I'm coming down, Bello. I'm coming down. Look out. Get out of the way.
What is she doing?
Well,
She's not. What is Linda doing?
That was amazing. Because we all were not in on it, so when we saw the video, we thought she jumped.
I know. I absolutely love it. Linda, you had everybody.
Yeah, but you know what? The sad thing was that stunt double, this guy in perfect shape, he could wear my outfit. He could wear my clothes.
That
It was
just means you're in as good a shape. So
happy birthday.
Oh, look at that.
We couldn't be happier for you. You make every day perfect here for us.
Oh,
so we
I
hope
love that.
You have a wonderful day as well.
I'll just put it in my purse and take it to Ireland. and
That's
eat it on the
right.
plane.
All right, well, you can
Love
take it to the kitchen because that's where we're headed next with Ruth Chris. Stay with us.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Florida's coral reefs are declining. Bad news for our oceans and marine life. Fortunately, you can help, and you don't have to dive, you just have to drive. When you purchase Moat's Protect Our Reefs license plate, $25 goes directly to Moat Marine Laboratory, whose research, restoration, and conservation programs are helping this precious natural resource thrive once again. So get your Moat Protect Our Reefs license plate today. You just might hold the key to saving Florida's reefs.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. A man bitten by an alligator on a Suncoast golf course. What the employee was doing when the animal attacked. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, we're not seeing any crashes in the area. And look at I-75, all green, both north and south on the interstate. Now let's get to Bob and Music on Main in Lakewood Ranch.
First Friday in July, Scott, here we are, and the only thing we need this for is to block out the sun right now. We have quite a bit of that here, not much rainfall, and it looks like it's going to stay dry at least for the next couple of hours. We'll have the details on all that coming up at 5 and let you know about those showers down to our south right now. They're moving off to the northwest, but they're way south of Fort Myers. Some activity in northeast Manatee County right now. That also is moving away, so things looking pretty good here for Music on Main. We'll have much more on our weather coming up today at 5. See you then.
ABC7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast. If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com. Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC7 and these sponsors.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face, in your face,
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins. New research suggests that chocolate can increase your cognitive skills. We'll tell you why having a little cocoa in your diet could do you some long-term good. That's Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
We're watching increasing chances of rainfall as we head into the new work week. We'll talk about that and give you an idea of what to expect bright and early.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
And welcome back. We're in the kitchen right now with Chef Scott from Ruth's Chris, and we're talking about leftovers. We go to your restaurant and we overeat or overorder, and then we have containers like this. What do we do with them?
Well, actually, I get that question a lot. I've just come up with a couple ideas. There's quite a few out there you actually use. I'm going to take the cream spinach, and we're going to make a cream spinach stuffed mushroom.
Okay, great idea.
Yeah. And also we have the sweet potato casserole, which we sell a lot of, and usually people take the rest to go. And we're going to put it inside these tart shells.
Oh,
and bake it off
that
in the
sounds
oven.
easy. All very good.
Yeah,
So new meals out of our old meals.
Exactly.
All right, so how do we start?
All right, well, for the cream spinach stuffed mushrooms, we're going to start with a little bit of salt and pepper, just about
So
a
this is
pinch.
salt. Okay, am I going to put it in there?
Yep.
All right. There you go.
Pinch of pepper.
A little bit of pepper.
All right.
I like a pepper.
All right. Some green onions.
Green onions.
Did you see that Mickey put her ring outside of her gloves?
Yes, I did see
Anybody
that.
else notice this but me?
All right, and then some
Forever glamorous.
This girl's classy. Also, sometimes. What's this right here?
Oh, that's panko breadcrumbs. You put some of that in there.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
just a filler, a binder to keep it all together so it doesn't
And
fall
it's
out.
Is that enough?
That's perfect.
All right.
And then some Romano cheese.
And I'm telling you, this cheese is pungent. I can smell her over
yum.
here. We like cheese, right?
I'm
Wow,
that's a lot of cheese.
All right.
So once it's all there, what do we do?
Once it's all there, you're just going to knead it all together.
So you treat it like a meatloaf?
Yep, exactly.
All right. And this is the leftover spinach, the spinach being a side dish.
Yes.
That
We
we
serve such large family-sized portions. I go through so many to-go boxes, it's not even funny.
I was
Oh,
there
that's
last night,
great.
and I took a big to-go box home. Now I know what to do with it.
You just make it into about a 2 tablespoon size ball, or you can take 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
And then put it inside the
What a
mushroom.
great idea. I love that.
So you leave a lot sticking out.
This
Yep.
is low carb too, isn't it?
I'm with this idea.
I wouldn't say that. Low carb.
Well,
Dreamer.
Well, just a little bit of breadcrumbs, right?
Yeah.
we're not worried about the healthy here, man.
Yeah. It's all about flavor.
Exactly.
Well, that looks like something I could do.
So once you do and you get all that done, what happens next? Do you put it in an oven or can I eat it like this?
I mean, you could eat it like that, but I'd prefer you put it in the oven, about 350 for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
And
That
when
sounds good.
And then when it gets done, you just sprinkle a little bit of Romano cheese on top of it to give it just That little bit of flash of color.
Okay, and there's another item. So let's say we got the sweet potato casserole. What do we do with that?
I eat it cold for breakfast.
A lot of people do, actually. Some people order for dessert with ice cream.
I could totally see that. But you came up with a great idea with tarts.
Yep, you can get these tart shells at Publix or GFS.
Cute as can be.
Pretty much any store. You can get all different kinds of shapes, colors, flavors, whatever you want.
All right.
But basically, we're just going to take some of the filling.
With my hand?
With your hand.
Ooh.
Make this fun, and then place it right inside there.
Chefs love to use their hands. That's something we've all learned.
All right.
It's because we're really good with them.
All right, so, and of course, the Magic of TV.
That's right.
You have put some of these things in the oven for us, and we could see the end result.
And it smells so good.
All right, and while Chef Scott does that, I am pouring a Newton wine because Ruth's Chris is having a Newton wine dinner coming up. That is a Napa family wine, so you can try different things in their portfolio. But today we've learned what to do with our leftovers from Ruth's Chris.
Give us a fork already over
Great
here.
idea. We'll do some sampling, but we need a quick cheers for the birthday girl. We are sending here. Stop working for a minute. We are sending Linda off on her birthday trip to Ireland. So cheers to Linda. Happy 79th
Happy birthday, Linda.
I'll watch you guys on my cell phone while I'm
That's
gone.
right. You can always find us anywhere in the world.
There's an app.
Safe travels. We will see you soon. Mickey, thanks for being here, and thanks to Ruth's Chris as well. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, and be sure to take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. Happy birthday, Linda.
Happy birthday, Linda.